Like everyone and their grandmother's boyfriend, I played a lot of Balatro. And who wouldn't? It's simple to pick up, it's gambling, and has a bunch of extra stuff that keeps it from being too simple, and made every run unique. But I played too much. I had my fill, like eating 2 big candy bars and you're too full, and then the third one looks at you and you go, no. Now, the absence of Balatro created a hole in my life. A hole that is a game that I can just start up and instantly just go and have a little relaxing fun. Luckily, I have 9 kings to fill that hole in me. 9 Kings is a roguelite kingdom builder, where you have a bunch of squares on a map, and you get cards and you put those cards onto the squares to make buildings or soldiers, and once you've placed cards until you only have 2 left, you have a battle with another king. Pretty simple. Of course, there is a little more to it, like buildings that improve adjacent troops or buildings. For example, the blacksmith that increases the damage of adjacent buildings or troops. You also get cards that can upgrade troops, like they get gold for you if they kill someone. Then you upgrade a building by putting its card on the building, and there is a card that can upgrade any building or troop. And there are buildings that upgrade other buildings. There are also cards to expand your territory so you can place more stuff. Lots of cards that do different things, so you get that sweet roguelite randomness gambling. Now let's talk about the battles. It's mostly something you just watch and hope you built your kingdom good enough. But you always have one way to contribute to the battle, which will be different depending on your king. Like the King of Nothing has a catapult, so you shoot big rocks at the enemy. Or if you're the Nomad King, then you throw a spear that buffs your troops. King of Spells has a lightning bolt that chains the nearby enemies, and King of Greed has an instant death beam that kills only one enemy at a time. There are obviously more since it's one for each king, but I don't want to spoil everything. Now, the actual runs. Aside from getting cards after each battle, there are also some events. There is a track at the top of the screen that shows you what events are gonna happen and when. So complete battle, then maybe event, and get to pick a card out of 3 and then repeat. The events can be a shop where you can buy random cards, some pillar that expands your territory, then one event for declaring a war on a king and one for making peace with a king. This matters because you might be struggling against one king, or you want or don't want that king's cards. The cards you get after each battle is based on which king you just fought. So if you fight King of Greed, then you get Greed cards. If you fought Blood, then you get Blood. Then there's the Blessings, where you have to meet a certain criteria at a certain year, and then you get something good. Royal Decrees for passive stat bonuses, and finally, the final boss battle. It's supposed to be the hardest, but I've never failed one. Except for that one time where the armies had a peaceful protest and refused to attack each other. That's a fun bug, a 20-minute run down the drain. The boss fights aren't exactly easy, it's just that at that point you are solid. If you made it to that point, then your army and buildings is probably good enough to beat the run. Lastly, there are speed up options to make battles happen faster and an auto mode for the king attacks. And that's pretty much the game. Now it's time for opinions. Obviously, I like it, and that's because it's short, sweet and simple. It's not demanding in reflex or strategy, but it's still entertaining. So it's perfect when I want to give my brain a break, but still be having fun. In that regard, it's better than Balatro, since that game starts making you do math, which honestly is just evil. This game gives me a 20-minute chill run to decompress my brain and watch little toy soldiers kill each other, and make regular simple decisions. I found it to be pretty addicting. It has progression for each king outside the runs, so you will get stronger each time, but you also unlock harder and harder difficulties. So at some point you might have to try and squeeze every bit of power out of those decisions you make. My main complaint is the sound. It is grating, like razor wires into my ears. But becomes tolerable after you significantly lower the volume. And the game is early access, and the 9th king just released. So we have the full amount of kings, but overall it's still an incomplete experience. Because everything might not be balanced right, and there are some bugs, and we might be missing out on cool stuff that will come before full release. So I would recommend waiting for the full release and then getting this game. Because it is fun, and if I could ask this developer for anything, it would be a mobile port. Because this game would be perfect on the phone, and in the bathroom. Oh yeah, no, it totally takes me 30 minutes to poo. I'm that broken inside. Me bringing the phone in there every time has nothing to do with it. Yeah, it's a good game. You should wishlist it and get it on full release or sale or whatever. Small update on me. University is hard. It's a lot of stress and also work stuff. So I'm slow at making new videos. I'm always edging on burning and crashing out, and small and simple video games like these are helping out by decompressing my skull. So expect another video on one of these. Until then, like and subscribe, call me Uncle Brian, and have a great day.